Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Delphine and today I have a guest here, my friend Cassandra.
Hello.
She's not on YouTube but she's on Instagram at chelsea.cassandra. I will put it in the description below. Go follow her. She has an amazing style. I mean, we always tell you when we meet with our friends and so on, we always like, oh my god, she always looks gorgeous. So if you like stylish outfit, elegance and everything, then definitely go follow her.
Thank you.
But today we're not here to speak about her outfits, although, I mean, she slays again today, as usual. But we're here to speak about Birkins. So I almost met your Birkin girl.
Yes, that's so true.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. No, but so I thought I mentioned it in a previous video that Cassandra was a friend that I had. We had a lovely Birkin, and so today she agreed to come and tell us more about her experience, which is a bit different than mine. Her bag, what she liked, and all of that. So maybe you can present us your beauty.
Yeah, so this is my baby Birkin. It's a 25 toga bag in the color. I forgot the name of the color.
It's this gold.
It's the gold color. How can I forget that? It's the gold.
It's the first time she's doing a YouTube video.
First time on YouTube, guys. It's the gold color. It's, I think, you know, the very classic color. I wanted a very classic bag for my first Birkin, a very simple color, and I also chose the 25 size like Delphine because I'm also petite. So this bag for me just is the perfect size. I can fit a lot of things in there, and I'm not somebody that often usually has a lot of things with me. A little bit of makeup, sunglasses, wallet.
We spoke about it, I think, after you got your bag. You were also like, it is crazy how
much can actually fit in there, like water, everything. You can really carry a lot in this little bag, which is amazing. And I really wanted this exact Birkin because of the color. This is a color that I can wear almost every day with everything in my wardrobe almost, which I love. And the gold hardware also for me because I almost only wear golden jewelry. I feel like it complements my skin tone a lot. And with everything I have jewelry-wise, it's the perfect win-win for me, and I'm so happy I got it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks gorgeous. I remember, I think when I picked mine, I hesitated between this version and exactly the one you chose because I think these are like the two classic ones, and they are gorgeous. And I find it so nice that we have like complementing ones, like we have the two classic ones, and it's really a gorgeous color. It's really beautiful.
Yours too. It's so
pretty. Thanks. It's a Birkin, the Hermès magic. I mean, they have so beautiful qualities and
the leather,
and
the fact
colors.
that it's handmade, and such an easygoing bag also.
Yeah, surprisingly more than I thought. Like I was afraid, how can you accessorize it? But you can, since you can fit a lot in it. I feel it makes it also sometimes easier to take because if I have a lot to take, and I'm like, but in this bag it will be a bit tight, and in that bag it's a bit tight.
You can just
in the Birkin I can
throw it all in, and then just take it. Yes.
They just need to find some sort of system that if we could carry it on our shoulder.
This would be ideal.
That would be amazing.
This would be ideal. Maybe
I saw once at a show, they did it, I think last year. There was like a sort of little harness that was going under, and then they had a shoulder strap, and you could like, but I don't know if I don't know if they like really, if it was just for the show, or if they really brought it to the shop. If anyone has insights about it, then let us know in the comments, because
we love a good shoulder bag. So
especially since sometimes you can put so much in it, it can get heavy.
It can get heavy, yes, that's true, just for your hand.
But they are so beautiful. But now I thought it's perfect. We had planned anyway to do this video today. And I think it's yesterday that you sent me the link.
Yes.
And then, you know, after I saw also a lot of articles in my news alert, it started popping up from websites about finance and all of that in France in general, because I think it will have an impact with the action in the,
I think with the stock.
In the stocks,
definitely,
exactly.
Definitely.
So I don't know if you've seen, but Hermès got sued. they got sued in the US. I think they're from California, the two person.
Two women from California.
From
yes.
California, and they are suing Hermès. It's a class action, so anyone can join. So if you have been not happy and you're American, you can join. And they sued because of the practice from Hermès, which is apparently very frequent in the US, where they kind of force you to purchase, spend a lot. The famous Hermès game everybody's talking about. And only then will they give you the bag, and I think it's somehow illegal, or it's unfair. It's for competition,
exactly,
or something like that.
That's why they're suing,
and they're suing for also money. Like they want to
let's
get
see
damages.
how it will go. Maybe they're suing for the money to then buy the bird. Let's see.
Maybe.
Let's see how this
But
gets.
I found it very interesting because I already mentioned it in a previous video I did, that this was not my experience here. That I purchased my Birkin. I had a purchase history at Hermès. I love Hermès, so I was going there. I still go there, I still shop there, even if I have no intention at the moment of buying a Birkin, but I still shop there because I like the brand. But I never make huge spendings. I often buy just a scarf. And that's all I maybe have purchased in a whole year. So I had a consistent purchase history, but no big amount, and I never felt forced or anything. And the day they offered me the Birkin, she did not even check my purchase history. It was a sales associate I had never been with before. She did not know me. So I did not have the feeling that it was real, but in the comments, some of you told me, maybe not in Europe, but it is apparently in the US. But I've seen also people in Europe speaking about this Hermès game.
Yes.
And now I'm really wondering, because that's not my experience, and I think you should tell us about your experience,
yeah.
because that's even more wild than mine.
That's really not my experience at all. So my experience is actually maybe a very unique one. So I went actually with Delphine to the Hermès shop because she wanted to get some things there, and I've heard about Hermès but never really have been there, and Birkin was definitely on my bucket list. And then I went with her, we shopped there, and we looked at the letters. I think it was maybe to also ask the status of your Birkin.
Yes, I was still waiting for my Birkin. I mean, I had made my wish, but I was waiting for it. Yeah.
So I went with her, and since she already was on the list, and then the sales associate looked at me, and we were talking about the letters, and he interrupted us and was like, "Oh, would you maybe also be interested?" And I couldn't say no.
I mean, you don't say no, right?
Don't say no. And I was,
but I mean, it's mad. You did not even ask for it.
I did not ask for it. Maybe I remember that day I felt really pretty. I had like a trench coat in leather, like a leather kind of trench coat with like over knee boots, so it looked very classy. Maybe that's also one thing, go with classy things without logos. It was from good it was good quality from good brands, but no brands were shown.
Maybe like you fitted the aesthetic.
Maybe
of the
I fitted the aesthetic,
and
then he directly offered me, and it was also directly an offer to really that I can choose the Birkin that I want to. So it was directly an invitation to really choose the Birkin, the leather, the color, and everything. And I found it very nice. So he gave me the card, I took it, and I didn't write directly. I think I wrote maybe some weeks after. And
to make the appointment.
And then I remember I made the appointment. It was then a bit, I think 1 month later, and I went with one really good friend. And then the SA that was there, it was another SA, it was not your SA, and she was so kind, and we had so much fun. Delphine and I, we are both a little bit, we are crazy fun girls. So I was really looking at all the letters and being practical and being like, would this be good? And like trying it on and making jokes. And I think that was also something, just be yourself. Don't go in there trying to show them you're so rich or you have so much. I was really there and was like, I really want this because the leather, the quality, it's just handmade. It's an art. For me, the Birkin bag, it's also an art that I can wear. And I was very specific. I wanted something for the first one, classic, simple. And I took a bit more time, like Delphine also, regarding the size. I wasn't sure if the 30 or the 25. And I was so happy my best friend was with me because he was like, girl, you're so petite. Take the 25.
He was very straight.
Very straight. He was like, just take the 25. And I was like, and the essay agreed too. And yeah, we had so much fun. And then she was like, okay, you're on the list. I was then thinking about maybe also buying something to get a buying history, so I can maybe hope to have some in like 4 years, to get my Birkin in like 4 years. So I was looking for carré.
So the silk.
Yeah, but I couldn't find the one that I 100% like.
Okay.
So I was trying them out, having fun with her. And then I told her, honestly, there's not one that I specifically want here. I want light blue and orange and a perfect mix.
Nice.
It wasn't there, and I explained to her. And I think it's also important to not just buy because you want to have a purchase history, but buy because you really, really want this one item, you know? So I didn't have any purchase history, like you can hear.
You still purchase it?
My only purchase history is this beautiful bag here. So
How crazy is that? Sorry.
Exactly. I didn't buy anything. And I also, after this appointment, I didn't call them. I didn't do anything because in my opinion, I thought I would wait 4 years. And because I hadn't.
Yeah, you thought you had no purchase history, so you will have to wait longer.
So I looked at a lot of YouTube videos, and they were like,
and they all
you have
say
to
that,
spend
right?
100,000. And honestly, I like Hermès, but I was thinking, what am I going to spend for 100,000? So I was like, okay, I will wait, and that's fine. Then one time I still wanted a carré, so I went with my friend again, and there was such a long queue. And I think you talked about this one on your once on your channel. How can you have such a long queue outside of the shop? So I was wanted to go back.
I was shocked when you told me that you had the queue outside at Hermès, because
outside.
Normally they always made us wait inside.
Outside.
But
even inside it was full, so I was like, I'm going. My friend was like, okay, let's wait a little bit. We waited 10 minutes, then we were inside. We were seated inside.
Okay.
And then they were like, oh, you have to wait 30 minutes. And I went up and I'm sorry, this is my time. I have better things to do. And I think this is also something you should do. It's your time. Your life is valuable. Your time is valuable. Don't show them that you want this bag more than anything in life. At the end of the day, it's just a bag, even though it's a really, really nice bag. It's just a bag. So don't let them know that you would do anything for this bag. You shouldn't. It's just a bag. And that's why I went up and I told her, I'm really sorry, I cannot wait 30 minutes. It's my time. And she was really kind. She then told me, okay, let's make an appointment. And I was like, okay, I will maybe call later. I then didn't do this appointment because too much hassle. I then went also out of Germany for 3 months. I was in Argentina for 3 months. And then when I came back, because this was in February 2023, I came back then in June. And then just for Christmas, before Christmas, I received a call from an unknown number. I was like, hello? And then, oh, hi, here's Hermès. Just wanted to say your Birkin is there.
And your heart stops, right?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what? I was also shocked because
less than a year.
Waited
less than a year
without
and for such a classic color and size,
and without any purchase history. And I couldn't believe it. And I again went when I was with my friend, and we were like, we can't believe this. We can't believe this.
It's crazy.
And directly, we also checked the price when I went out of the store at the retail market of the bag. And I was like, this is an investment. And it's such a good investment.
Because when you buy, when you put your PIN number and your credit card thing got approved, you still get this, it's a lot of money. So you still have this feeling like, oh my God, I remember I was like, what am I doing? Am I crazy to spend that amount of money? And I remember that when I go out, it's the same. I check the value on the resale market, and it's like girl math. You make yourself feel better.
Exactly.
Yeah, I spent that amount of money, but it's a good girl math.
This is girl math, really. But it was and I always had such a nice customer service there. And even the first time when I chose the letter and everything, the SA was so happy. She was like, oh, I had such a cool and fun shopping experience with you as a customer. And she said it was so fun because I didn't try to show that I had too much or anything. I just stayed myself to impress anything and her. True. I was just my
be a
regular
nice
self.
person.
Just be nice, exactly. Be interested in the brand a little, because I mean, if you spend so much, you should be a little interested. For me, the leather was very, very important. Every detail of the bag, and the customer service was always amazing. At least at the Munich shop, it's always amazing. They always serve you champagne, treat you like royalty.
I've heard it still depends. I have a friend. She had not so good experience here, so I think it's somehow I think it's let's say the minority. I always had good experiences, and you had good experiences. A lot of the people I know had always good experiences, but it can happen that you can get sometimes here or there a bad experience. But yeah, I think it can be that in the US and in some places they do this thing. I was reading with like forcing you to buy that it's because apparently they don't get commission on the Birkin, and they get only commission on the other stuff. So they force you to buy the other stuff so that they can get their commission. And this is just wrong. Wrong. As exactly as you were saying, if you are not interested in the other goods, I mean, like you say, it's just a bag. There are a lot of other lovely bags. Just wait until these two Californian people maybe win their lawsuit, and then you can buy your Birkin without having to go through this whole hassle and trouble. But I also understand. I remember the CEO, who is French, was saying that this is not true. This is not a practice of Hermès to force people to buy. They want indeed that people have a let's say a customer, a link with the brand, but that's it. And I remember reading, so there was a post on Instagram about it, and in the comments, for example, a lot of the people were like, how can he pretend that it's not true? Everybody knows it's like that everywhere. And so I think what we're trying to say here is, no, it's not like that everywhere. And it should not be like that, actually. Because it's true, you should not be forced to buy things you don't like. And I think you should just say, well, no, and then don't buy the bag. Or if you travel once to Europe, then give it a try at the Hermès store in Europe. Maybe if it's really that it's just in Europe that you don't have to do that. I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. It sounds all so crazy. It all sounds so crazy to me.
It's hard. Yeah. And I think, or even if you come, because this is what my essay told me, that they will favorize. They will favorize. Maybe prioritize. I'm sorry.
English.
I'm not.
English.
It's not my first language.
They're used to my broken English. If you follow my channel, you used to my English.
We have French, German. We don't. But so they would prioritize people that actually live in the city of the store. That's why she told me I would anyway be prioritized because I actually live in Munich. So maybe that was also a factor. So I don't know, because they do ask you, where do you live? So maybe if you come from another city or another country and you want to buy here, it might still take more time than for us, for example.
Yeah, could be. I'm really curious to see how this whole thing will evolve. If a lot of people will join us as a class action, since it's open,
the stock will go down for a good moment.
I think it's already. I saw the other day that generally not just Hermès but the luxury stocks, LVMH
is doing great, actually.
Yeah, they were saying it was a bit
carrying us completely down. Okay. But if it's going down, you know what to do. Buy some stocks. Also, what we always discuss about, if you can, don't buy anything that you cannot afford.
No. Don't go into debt for this kind of things.
Don't go into debt. If possible, what I do is, when you want a bag and you know it's a public traded company, buy the stock of the amount of the price of the bag. So that means you can really afford the bag because you were able to buy it twice. Once in the stock and once in reality. And then you also feel better, girl mad, because you invested at the same time in the brand. So you actually,
I must admit that I don't own actually stocks from fashion or luxury.
Yes.
I buy ETFs. So
also very good.
And I buy ETFs more, global ETFs or industry more focused. But yeah, generally also invest
also.
your money.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know if you have questions. Also, I can then pass them on to Cassandra.
Yes.
Don't hesitate to ask in the comment section below. And thank you so much, Cassandra, for coming,
thank you, Delphine.
sharing your experience and so on. Maybe we will make more videos because we have. But the thing is, we always talk so much. Yeah. We should we should make like a podcast style stuff where we just sit and chat.
So good.
But it will be wild because we go everywhere. Our conversations are like
But it would be interesting for you guys to.
A bit crazy, probably, but it may be interesting. Yeah, so I will leave. I think it will pop up more or less in front of my face. Another video in case you have not seen it yet. I think it will pop up like in the corner there. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I try not to. Exactly. And then, I will see you in the next video, and maybe also Cassandra will come back in the future. That would be lovely.
Thank you for inviting me.
Bye guys. Thanks for coming.